Hi everyone, this is Kris and I with Southern Exposure Realty Group, and welcome to the Southern Minute. This is part 2 of buying your first home as a single woman. First, an interesting statistic. More and more single women are buying homes. In 2019, as a matter of fact, 20% of the homes were purchased by single women, and that trend is expected to continue. That being said, let's continue preparing you to buy your first home. I've got 5 more items to share with you today. When we left off, you had been pre-approved by your lender and now have a much better idea of price range. So, first, list out your need-to-haves and your nice-to-haves. You may need to have a single-story home for accommodating mobility limitations. Having a gas fireplace in the wintertime, on the other hand, may be more of a nice-to-have. Neighborhood selection may fall into need or nice to have as well. For instance, do you need to be close to family, or would it be nice to live in the same subdivision as your friends? Make that list and use it as your guide to avoid buyer's remorse. Second, find a reputable realtor you can partner with and find your new home. Ask family and friends if they know of a reliable, trustworthy agent they would recommend. Research realtors online to see if they're well reviewed. Or, even better, reach out to us at Southern Exposure Realty Group. We serve the entire DFW Metroplex, and we specialize in North Fort Worth, Roanoke, Argyle, and Trophy Club. So, you've got your list, you've got your realtor, and you put them together and
BAM!
It's time to start looking. So lean on your realtor's expertise and ask lots of questions. Be willing to compromise on what you need versus want, and take your time looking for the right home. But be ready when you find the one that you want. So, you found a home that you like. Your realtor will facilitate the offer process. We will cover that in more detail in another Southern Minute segment. It will typically take 30 to 45 days to close, except on new construction, which is another subject all on its own. During this time, several things will happen, including the inspection, the appraisal, loan approval, and title search. Let's discuss 2 areas in a little bit more detail, the inspection and the appraisal. Neil, can you fill us in?
Sure, Kris. For the home inspection, your agent will give you a list of recommended home inspectors they have worked with, or you can locate your own. The home inspector will concentrate on key areas such as foundation, roof, HVAC, plumbing, and electric. The inspection report will be extensive, but don't panic. Once delivered, you'll review with your agent to identify high-cost items to negotiate for repair or credit at closing.
So then why is an appraisal needed?
Lenders use the appraised value of a home to determine your loan amount for that specific property. The appraiser will take into consideration all factors that could affect the property's value, including the condition of the property, any upgrades or additions, the size of the lot, and recently sold properties of comparable size and condition in the same market. The appraiser will deliver an appraisal report to the lender. If the appraised value of the home is lower than the offer price, it's time to talk to your realtor about your options.
That makes sense. So, in the days prior to closing, you will need to review the closing disclosure with your agent. If something looks incorrect or unexpected, reach out to your lender. 24 hours before closing, do a final walkthrough with your realtor and note any items of concern. Your realtor will discuss those with the seller's agent prior to closing. Now, hey, it's closing day. Show up on time, well prepared, and ready to sign. One of the most important items you must bring to closing is a cashier's check or proof of wire transfer for the exact amount of money you need to close. Don't leave home without it. And if it makes you more comfortable, bring along someone who's been down this road before. It can be a little stressful signing all those papers, and moral support from a trusted friend or a family member will definitely help. So in summary, we've covered your list of need to have versus nice to have, selecting a realtor, and 2 of the most important processes, inspection and appraisal, that occur after the seller has accepted your offer. We also discussed at a very high level what to expect in the days prior to closing and paying closing costs. So, thanks for watching, and join us again next week for another exciting episode of Southern Minute.
Bye, everyone!